Oh hey, welcome to Seasoned. I'm Joyce and today we're going to be making zesty fish tacos. First things first, we're going to prepare our pan with some oil. I'm using olive oil this time. And my pan's already pretty hot. I've got it to, I don't know, in between low and medium heat. But you want it to get so hot that the oil kind of just spreads immediately. When the pan's really cold, the oil is kind of sluggish. We want it to move pretty quick. After that's in there, I'm gonna add some garlic. I'm gonna make sure this is moved around. And I always like to add the garlic in first because what it does is, once it's in the oil, it kind of infuses throughout all of the oil. And once that happens, it just adds flavor and makes sure that the flavor is evenly distributed through whatever it is you're about to put in the olive oil. We're gonna let this go for about 30 to 45 seconds. All right, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add in a fish. I happen to be using swai, and it's not a fish that's super popular, but I really like it because it's a really meaty fish and it holds together well, which isn't really that important for this recipe, but it does hold together well. But if you don't have it, you can use tilapia, anything, catfish, whatever you like. I usually say don't let the meat that you're putting in the pan touch, but in this case, it really doesn't matter because we're gonna be breaking it up and moving it around and everything will get heat. All right, so one side of the fish has really started to cook well, and the next thing we're gonna add is lime juice. I'm gonna pour this straight over it. And what I'm also gonna do is add a little bit of lemon pepper. I wanna make sure that I save enough to go on the other side also. I'm gonna give this a couple more seconds to cook, and then we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna add a little bit of lemon pepper on that side. We're gonna give that a chance to cook, and then we're gonna add in the other ingredients. All right, this looks about ready to flip. Remember what I said about swai being a sturdy fish? Didn't break at all. All right, and this side is also ready to have some lemon pepper on the side. All right, so the fish has been pretty much cooking on both sides for about, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes. And we're gonna add in some bell pepper and onion. Now for the onion. And just for a little bit more flavor, a tiny bit of salt. We're gonna let this kind of stew down before we get into it. We've been letting these onions and bell peppers stew on top of the fish for about, I don't know, 2 minutes. And now we're ready to break up the fish. You'll know if the fish is ready to be broken up because it'll be as easy as taking a spatula and just kind of pushing it down. If the fish gives any kind of resistance, then you know it's not cooked all the way through yet and you kind of want to refrain for a couple minutes. All right, now that the fish is broken up, I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing in these vegetables so that they can get some direct heat also. At this state, we're gonna leave it alone for a couple more minutes and let it stew. Just make sure that all of those flavors are mixing in together, and then we'll be ready to serve. All right, so we're still stewing to get some of this water evaporated out, but before it gets to that point where it's completely, well, not completely, but mostly dry, I'm gonna add in some paprika. You can see that adding the paprika kind of made the tint a little bit red. That's gonna add for presentation value. So most of this water has evaporated out. Not all of it, but most of it. After this, it's pretty much a piece of cake. You're just gonna take some, put it in the center of your tortilla. Yes, there is gonna be some juice, but it's okay. It's flavor. And that's about all you need for one taco. Now the way to fold this is gonna be a little bit different just because it is kind of juicy. You're just gonna kind of make it into a little pocket. Turn it over, cut it in half, and then you're ready to serve it. Easy fix. And just open it up. And that would be the way that I would serve this taco. But this isn't gonna last very long because I'm about to try it. Hot, hot. This is delicious. The lime juice is really coming through, pretty strong. It's not super salty, but it's just salty enough that it gives you just a zesty kick. The zest is coming from the lime juice and it tastes excellent. Be sure to like our video, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want this recipe, visit our website. Until next time, bye guys.